right, so I'm here with
Jeff Klawiter.
Okay, and you did a talk this afternoon on motion capture with Silverlight, correct?
Yep.
And because my world is not primarily in Silverlight, we had to figure out, oh, it's version 3 that this is supported on. And
Yep.
So what specifically did you go into in the talk?
I went into how to access the webcam, or any webcams or video devices, and ask for access, and then get access, and get the images that are coming through from the webcam, and then looking at them and figuring out what's changed between that and the last image, the last frame. So seeing which image, what parts have changed on a grayscale. On a grayscale, seeing which one has changed more than like 100, plus or minus.
Okay.
And looking at each pixel and looking at a certain number of pixels, like 20 have changed, and that means something moved.
Mm-hmm.
So then it pops up and it uses the native extensions for Silverlight to change the taskbar icon if it's running out of browser, and also do a little notification pop-up.
Okay. Okay. So one of the things you could do is just say if somebody's walked in front of your computer, you'd be able to pick that up and
Yep.
be able to react to that event.
Yep, and that's exactly, I came up with this because at work I have a cube that's kind of closed off and people walk in behind me and scare the hell out of me.
So you just put a camera.
Yep, I put a camera up so I can be told when someone's right next to the door to my cube.
So now it's like the like the security hackers. They put in some type of level of protection. They try to get beyond it. And then so now somebody's going to try to figure out how to beat your system to
Yep.
maybe walk up really slowly.
I've already had people that have tried walking really slowly, and
it doesn't work.
they have to go really, really slow to get it to work.
Okay.
But it'll still work. But it's more than enough to fit my needs.
Maybe they can go up and around and over it.
Well, they could come from the other cube behind and jump in if they wanted to, really.
Okay. It's fun when you do that, countermeasure type of thing to see how far people will go.
It was just to stop people from all of a sudden being behind me and saying something and me jumping.
Yeah. You could have done it with like 2 mirrors and that one, but nah.
Oh, you should see. You'll have to see my cube. It's a dual cube. I've got a row, wall here, and there's a turn in here. So I actually have like a little hallway in to my cube. It's enclosed. It's almost like an office.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I get for being there for many years.
Okay. So since you mentioned Silverlight, interested in your take on where Silverlight is headed now with build coming out, or build actually happening at this point, and then with Windows 8 there's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and just flat out disinformation, and not people really looking at what is there and isn't, and where things are going.
Yeah.
What's your take on it?
I think Silverlight as a browser, I think more like all browser plugins are on their way out for the most part. I mean, Flash and Silverlight as browser plugins for a general population are on their way out. So, like doing video players and whatnot slowly will disappear. There's still the DRM issue. That's where Silverlight and Flash end up being used a lot. I actually do a lot of Silverlight players that use DRM for customers, and it's that DRM thing that stops them from going with HTML5. I do like that the technologies from Silverlight and all the skills learned from using it can be applied towards things in the future, like Metro style apps and Windows Phone 7 apps. And it's nice to see that XAML's now part of Windows, is like a core part of Windows 8, because it is a really nice technology to use.
Yeah.
I think Silverlight still has its niche in line of business apps. We've done a bunch of them with it, where the corporation is settled on Windows, and it gives them the best of both worlds, where they have something that is accessible through a browser, but they still get strong typing and database access and a quick way to do updates too.
And to me, it's also just the fact of in this industry, the change is inevitable. And with Silverlight and WPF, it seemed very clear as time went on that they were not just converging in a sense, but that the underlying technology is what was really key, which is XAML. And now, like you said, that's one of the key ways to make your UI and your presentation layer for Metro style apps. So it's to me it's not whether Silverlight is dead or not dead. It's just things will change, and if you're what happens if you're a Windows Phone developer? You know, those aren't as common, but there's still a lot of code based on that. They're also in the same boat. If you've done WPF, anything really, this whole world is a new world, but you can still base what you knew before to go there.
And actually in my talk I showed taking that app, copying and pasting all the code and just changing the XAML a little bit. Works right between the browser, out of browser, and Windows Phone. Work just fine.
With Metro, it'll be a little different because there are some.
Yeah, there are definitely differences in the namespaces. It'd be nice if there was an auto namespacing, like redirection, like you could do with classes.
Right. But cool. All right. Thank you.